Lunch in the city that's one giant open-air museum.
Welcome to another crazy ride, and in this video we are taking you on our ride 3 of the Stunning Tuscany tour. Unfortunately, we were experiencing some problems with the microphone in my helmet, so we have to stick with this voiceover. All our crazy ride tours have at least 2 rides, but because we love riding in Tuscany, we added a third ride here. With its 160 kilometers, 100 miles, the ride is the shortest of the 3, but we have a very special stop and still some very nice riding to do, because we are going to Florence for lunch and cruising back through the Chianti area. So let's go crazy! You will have beautiful views on landscapes and pretty towns everywhere in Tuscany, but we added this quick photo stop with a view on Monteriggioni, as the walls of this garrison town are still fully intact. We also added a stop in the town of Barberino to have a coffee stop if you want on your way to Firenze, as Firenze is still some 50 kilometers, 30 miles from here. And remember, you can go on this ride yourself. You can download the GPX file and ITN files via a free account on our website.
we have added this bike parking in Firenze, as it is not too hard to get to on the bike. It's big parking, it can get busy though, but this parking is also very close to one of Firenze's most iconic points of interest, the Ponte Vecchio. Firenze is one great, magnificent monument of Renaissance and one of the greatest artistic capitals in the world, with numerous art treasures in as many museums. But also the historic center of Firenze is quite small and all the main sites are easily to be reached on foot. So that's why we thought it was nice to have a small walk and lunch here in Firenze in our Ride 3 of the Stunning Tuscany tour. As the name in Italian predicts, this is the oldest still remaining bridge in Firenze, the Ponte Vecchio, built in 1345. And this was the home to blacksmiths, butchers and tanners who used the river as their dumping ground. But they were removed in 1593 and replaced by jewelers and silversmiths, and since then it's a very tourist attraction. Popular. From the Ponte Vecchio, we can definitely recommend to have a small walk to this Piazza della Signoria with the Vecchio Palazzo, which is still in function as Firenze's city hall. And the impressive Duomo and its baptistery. And this small, nice walk will give you a tiny first view of this overwhelming city. And of course, there's plenty of places to have a drink or lunch in whatever form you like. Well, you could easily spend hours and hours and even days and days if you're interested in all those art treasures that Florence has to offer, but we are here for some more riding. So let's try to get out of Florence, and hopefully that goes as smooth as getting in. And then we have one more highlight in Tuscany to go to, because we're going to the Chianti area.
I went down that road again. I went down that road. I went down that road again. I went down that road. Driving to the airport, the rain was coming down. My memories were 6 feet underground. Then I see it exit 29 a mile ahead. My muscle memory takes the wheel again. I went down that road again. I went down that road. I went down
As you probably know, Chianti is famous for its red wine that gets its name from this region. Nowadays, Chianti is produced in a much larger area in Tuscany, from Pisa to Arezzo, some 160 kilometers, 100 miles from north to south. Traditionally, Chianti was bottled in basket bottles, but that came synonymous with bad quality wine in the 1960s. But a lot has changed ever since, and Chianti, now bottled in the normal Bordeaux bottles, has greatly improved its quality. And we can really enjoy a Chianti, but we'll wait till after our ride. So for now, we just stick to another Italian deliciousness. We were really glad that we added this third ride to our stunning Tuscany tour, as it gave us, and will give you, the opportunity to enjoy this part of Tuscany too. And if you like Italy as much as we do, we also have a tour in the north of Italy, the Italian lakes, and a video on ride 1 of that tour will be in the middle of your screen, so you can keep going crazy now in Italy. We really hope that you liked this video, and if you did, please hit that like button, subscribe and hit that bell as well, so we will see you on our next crazy ride.